Hello everyone. I thought I'd come on a bit earlier because I've got some private readings to do. So hi everyone. Yeah, I wanted to do this. I was going to do it as a radio show, but I thought I would lay some cards down at the same time. So I'm just waiting for some of you to come here. So we'll just give it a few minutes, okay? Because I did come earlier. I just got myself a cup of tea, guys. So, yeah. So that top card there. Oh, sorry. I've also got my phone here too to make sure that everything's okay. So I've got my phone so I can see your comments too. So that top card that I've put on there on top of that deck is actually. I hope you can. I hope you've got a connection there, guys. Is the top card? Sorry, is William. William is there on the top there. I did shuffle the cards and I shuffled them very kind of determinedly, and I came up with that on the top. So I'm just ensuring I get a good connection. So I've opened the doors. So yeah, that is the card that I get on the top there. Now I changed the title to of this reading. This is basically the title is Prince William. Prince William does not want involvement. Prince William does not want involvement in these lies and this kind of deceiving the public. Deceiving the public. So he's sitting there contemplating after all these battles here with the Sussexes and kind of wondering, what to do here with this situation. I hope you've got a good connection there, guys. Just let me know if you have or you haven't. So I'm trying to find the. I am trying to find the chat here, but it's not coming up. Let's have a look, see if I can find the chat. It doesn't seem to come up on here, which is annoying. So I hope that you can. You're all okay there, and you can actually see the chat. What I will do. So yeah, that's why I changed the title there, is because there is these energies that are going around at the moment, and I think if people are psychic and they do readings, they will be aware of this, of this kind of energy here. And this energy is William. You know, he's sitting there exhausted with, I mean, it's not fair really that they actually feel this exhaustion of having to deal with this, not knowing, you know, it's kind of, there's an awful lot going on with the public, and they are aware of it, guys. The Crown and William and Charles will get to know of the public's perception of the royal family. Now, the public perception before Meghan came along, what do you feel? What do you feel the public perception was before Meghan came along here? So it's kind of looking at the public perception before, this is William, before actually, before Meghan came along, the public perception of the royal family. And this is what William is contemplating here. And, you know, for, you know, it's like I've done readings and it's like these Meghan and Harry are unstoppable here. And it feels like their hands are tied because, you know, Harry's involved here with the situation and they don't want to hurt Harry, you know. Wow, you know, and I will do a reading on this, and I am picking up perceptions at the moment as we speak. Please put your comments. Thank you for your comments. So as I was reading on, I can't see what that, the posted copier media obtained a copy. There were no signatures, but what's weird is Harry is what's stated. Isn't it supposed to be Henry, which is his real name? Like, you know what? And I think, I feel that William and especially Kate, I feel they may have watched some of our videos, and one that I put out a couple of days ago where I was kind of telling off the royal family. You know, if the royal family are watching this, you're being, you know, you're looking as if you're all kind of involved with this and you're getting kind of roped into this, and it does not look good. You know, so come on, tell us the truth. We know that you're lying. Now, William here doesn't like this idea that he feels like he's being roped into this kind of debacle. Yeah. I'm so sorry if it's early in the United States, but I wanted to get this out today. Well, I get here that William and Kate are very dignified, and they will let this go on for so long. But when it starts to affect their foundations and their stability and the stability of the crown, I think that's when they need to do something about this. That they don't like the idea that they are getting roped into this as a whole, as a collective, you know, the royal family as a collective are all getting roped into this. So, and this is you know, this is quite difficult to kind of dissect in an intuitive reading, but William here on top of this deck is not at all happy with this. I think this is William. we are all. I feel there may have been discussions. They have been watching, if not watched my video, that this is not right. That the whole family are getting roped in to this big lie here. This big lie. Obviously, the public are not stupid. We've never kind of perceived the public to be stupid, to kind of, just do these stupid antics and expecting them to believe something that's just a blatant lie. We've never done this. We've never, ever. We've always had good kind of relations with the public. And this, this is quite upsetting. It is affecting them mentally. I think it may even be making, especially Catherine, she felt quite depressed of the way that she was being portrayed by the public after Meghan came along. And now William and the rest of the royal family are kind of being pulled into this. And here we go. And this is what William does not want. Tinny, the people are losing trust in the crown. It's so unfortunate, because when Charles ascends, how will he reign in it will be reflected badly on the reputation as a monarch. Yes, and I feel that, I just feel that William is very strict, can be quite controlling. He has to be. He's got to protect that crown in the future. He's going to be a fantastic king. I have to say, William, if you're watching this or Catherine's watching this, I just feel that you're going to be a brilliant king, and Catherine's going to be a fantastic queen, and we can't wait for you to sit on that throne with your ideas, your ideals. You're just going to elevate Britain, and it's just going to be amazing. But I think you're sitting here, William, because that's the kind of monarchy you want. You want the people, the public, to look up to you and respect you. And these actions are not conducive to respecting anybody. It's being vulgar and lying, blatantly lying, treating the public like they are absolutely imbeciles is no way to go forward. And I said the other day, I said that frock that Meghan bought for £90,000 was equivalent to 3 years of my yearly salary, or possibly 4, which is absolutely gross. How are we supposed to respect, as taxpayers, to respect the royal family if this is what's going on? So anyway, let's continue with this, and I will get along with this reading. Just looking here at your comments on my phone while I'm sitting here. Okay. How are they going to do this, guys? How are they going to do this? And I've got my pendulum ready. I've also got my lovely deck of cards that I love. So let's have a look. And I'm going to put William here in the centre of this reading, contemplating. Okay, he's contemplating. I do shuffle the cards. I shuffle them intensely before and during, although you may not see this. Okay. William wants out. William wants out of this situation. That's what I'm picking up here. He wants out, and he's thinking, I don't want anything to do with this crazy show. William it doesn't sit with him comfortably that they're actually lying for his brother. This is not this is not the rest of the royal family's fault. So how do we get the public to see this, that it's not the rest of the royal family's fault, and kind of separate them from the royal family? I have done readings on this before where I've said that there will be two choices, two roads given to Harry, and that's to stay with the royal family or to go with this with this other lifestyle, which is full of lies and is not conducive to royal life. Harry knows this. Harry knows this, okay. So there will be, I think there will be this sit down talk, but not yet, I feel. Okay, so yeah, look at this, guys, and this is not fair. This is William, and I get he doesn't want anything to do with this. He's gone into his cave, into his office, into his own life with Kate and his children to try to avoid this situation. You know, that's the feeling around this. If they do duties, it's like they're doing their duty. They're staying away from this, even if it means being alone. We are deciding to avoid this. That's what I get here with William and Kate. Now, Catherine has mentioned this to William. I do feel Catherine does watch some of YouTube, and she does follow a couple of channels, and she listens to the public's, and she reads about the public's thoughts on the royal family. Because, you know, I feel that Kate, if she does watch this channel, she can make. I feel that she can make sense of this. She can make sense of this because she also feels there is a magician here. A magician. There's a magician within the royal family. Catherine listens to the public's perceptions and comments, the comments that you put here. You know, maybe, I don't know. But she just listened to the comments, and it will be, William, I actually think they've got a point. It does feel as if we are in with this lie, in with all of this, and we're not really, are we? To be honest with you, Catherine may have these discussions with her husband William, but I feel the future king, and she's very committed to England and being the future queen. So it's very important to her what the perceptions are of the public. I feel the Queen has handed this over to Kate because she feels that she's very capable of this. They are happy in their life. They are contented. Or this could be going into the past here, being at the bottom. But before Meghan came along, they were very contented the way the monarch was going, where they were heading, and all of that kind of thing. So that goes at the bottom here. And then we get this big kind of hurricane that enters into the royal family, which is the magician. Okay. I feel that William feels responsible. He did point out to Harry, I don't feel this woman is the right woman to come into the royal family. He did point that out to Harry. He tried to change this. Yeah, I do get the Six of Cups, and this is like looking back at his childhood memories with Harry. You know, what's happened? What has happened here? This is crazy. Even becoming the hermit to avoid confrontation with the situation, or having, having been trying not to be associated or saying too much about this situation, Harry and Meghan. But the only thing is the public are now, speculating that actually the royal family are also in with these lies. How are we supposed to look up to these people who are all in this lie here? Although William is separating himself to the point of hermit mode, it's still reflecting on them. So what the hell are they going to do? And what is William going to do? Well, I did watch Joseph Magi's this morning, and I kind of see his point there, because he said that this public announcement on Twitter was part of, this has got nothing to do with us. Well, he didn't say that, but I'm saying this, this public announcement, why this was exposed. It looked like it was exposed accidentally, but I also don't believe that either. Sorry. And this public announcement, this tweet was up for about 40 minutes, wasn't it? And it said, I think it's part of this. It's part of, we want the public to realise that we have nothing to do with this, me and Kate. And we would not kind of blindside the public or lie to the public or disrespect the public like this. So this tweet here, and I feel it was deliberately put to kind of give, because they have a lot of followers on Twitter. So they're just, and people get notifications of anything that comes up about the royal family. And the tweet said for 40 minutes, so they made sure that most of their followers read this, gave them time to read it, and then took it down. So the tweet said, "This is a public announcement. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex used the service of a surrogate. We apologise for any misunderstandings." The misunderstandings that I feel here is the misunderstandings that William and Kate are involved with these lies, and that's what they're trying to, the message they're trying to give out here is that we don't want to be misunderstood here, because this was nothing to do with us, and we apologise for any misunderstandings that we were part of this when we were not part of this, and we're sorry we didn't tell you this earlier. Okay. Now the Prince of Swords here, there has been a radical change to the royal family, to the perception. The radical change is something that happened very fast. And this radical change here is something that the royal family have tried to work out. What do we do about this? What do we do about this magician here? We were so happy before with the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, and now having to go into hiding because of this radical change, because of this magician here. So this announcement, I feel, was done deliberately. Who did this? I feel it may have been somebody got the get-go to actually say this. Whoever this was something they knew about this. I feel that William knew about this and Kate. They don't want anything to do with this, and it's like a message to say, we don't want anything to do with this. We don't want this reflecting on us. Here, okay. I feel that's what this is my take on this. You know, this is let's not forget this is a tarot reading. It's an intuitive reading, so it's not facts, but this is strongly what I feel is coming through here. And God bless them, okay, because I really like Kate and the way they you know, the way they conduct themselves to the public with their lovely children, and you know, a lovely little garden there at Chelsea Flower Show, garden exhibition, and and again, I do get Catherine saying, you know, William, the perception is that we're actually getting, and there is depression. There's depression here too. There's depression over this. Like the royal family's reputation is going in a downward slope when they've worked so hard to bring this. You know, especially Kate and William have worked so hard to gain the respect of the public. Oh my. I feel that William is. I feel there's more to come here. Either there's going to be a leak here of from maybe the advisors, maybe how do we segregate ourselves from this situation and rebuild the trust of the public. Here, how do we separate ourselves when it's obviously pulling us all into these lies, even the Queen, you know? So Catherine listens, as I said, to public opinion. She senses the same thing, and she knows that it's lying, that it is covering up this lie here. And they want justice. They want justice. They didn't want this in the first place. They didn't want this situation where they've got to hide in their Sandringham estate. You know? So they want justice. They want justice. We want to get our reputation back, and we want to. I almost get here that William and Kate want to tell the truth, want to tell it as it is. We have nothing to do with this. We don't want anything to do with this. We don't want to live like superstars and pop stars and celebrities. We are not like this. We want to get our reputation back as we had before. We want justice, because this magician has taken all this away and tried to deflect all of this attention away from William and Kate onto her. Now, I do get the magician as Meghan, okay. And all along, right from the beginning, William did not want this Meghan in the royal family, because, you know, he was right. He was right by saying that that this person, I think he even got her investigated. The reason why he got involved with the MI5, the MI6 to dig up her dirty secrets. I still get they want justice because they want to get their harmony back. The Four of Wands. They want harmony back into this royal family and the love of the public, instead of being dragged into this kind of mess here, this circus. So how do they kind of stop? How do they separate this? How would they actually separate this, guys? I'm just having a look at your comments here. How would they separate this? How on earth would they separate this? What's your comments? Let's have a look here. I can't see I'm waiting for my glasses to come, and got a headache with this virus that I've got. So, and it won't enlarge. Okay, I can't even see. But I'm trying to look at your comments here. Let's have a look at your comments. How would they separate this? How would they separate this so they can get a clean slate and start all over again? What would be the best way to deal with this? Okay. What would be the best way to deal with this? And I'm just going to look at your comments. Okay, yeah, Anne, it's like they are trying to build segregation against white people, like it's a bad, evil thing to be white. Why in 2019 is someone's skin colour even coming into this? I don't know, Anne, because, you know, I don't even look at people's skin colour. It's invisible to me. It's just about the person inside. It always has been with me. So, Cynthia, how did Oprah and Gail, George and Alma Clooney know of Meghan? They have a different bankroll. They knew she wasn't pregnant. She took the bump off when she went out with them. Wow. I don't think, you know, can you imagine meeting up with William and, you know, to the public, she's got this 7-month prosthetic belly, and when she meets up in private with William and Kate, that she would take it off. Can you imagine what William would think? He's very traditional. I think they didn't have anything to do with them. As soon as, I do feel that William, as soon as they found out about this surrogate and they found out about what they're intending to do, to lie to the public, William did not want anything to do with this from day one. I mean, it just confirmed what he thought about this woman. So I'm just looking at your comments here before we continue with this reading. First of all, Oprah just met when she was invited, her mom over Gail. Okay, so we're talking about that Gail. Now I'm wondering here, how are they going to do this so they are separated from this, you know, being dragged into these lies? How are they going to separate? What are they going to do to separate this? They've already tried to do this tweet, which didn't work. Okay, tweet for 40 minutes, which didn't work. And you know, it still kind of makes the royal family look as if like they're covering something up. Yeah, a tweet for 40 minutes. What is that going to do to the public? It just shows that William and Kate are, you know, are cowards in a way. They're frightened to deal with this. And they are supposed to be the future crown. So Lady Chatterley, and carry on having nothing to do with the dumbed up, made up race card. Okay, yeah, this is it. They're frightened maybe too of the race card. Is PH really PC's son? Because he's losing out so much now that MM is in the family. Thank you for your comment. Jamie, if Oprah had been invited to the royal wedding before, she surely would have been there. Okay. So nobody's kind of said how they're going to segregate this. Has anybody got any juicy idea of how they feel they would segregate this from the crown? I will continue with this. I do get 2 rows for Harry, but I think that comes at a later date. This is imminent, guys. This is imminent. how they are going to segregate this. I think the MI5 are involved with this because it is protecting the royal family. Yes, that's right. The announcement at Kensington Palace, yes. I've already mentioned that they deleted it 40 minutes later. Yeah, I think we've all seen that, and I think that's a way for the Cambridge to say, sorry, we have nothing to do with this, and sorry for the misunderstanding if you feel that we had anything to do with this. I feel that's what that was there for. Let's have a look. Anne-Marie, there was a book about Harry, but it suddenly vanished after it has been published. And in it said that the real Harry was dead or swapped. So this Harry now that we know is not the real Harry. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, John. Hello, John. I was lifelong royalist, and I admire Her Majesty the Queen. I like Prince William and Kate. Prince Harry is a weak man, and Meghan is disgusting. They are not royal. They should be Mr. and Mrs. Windsor. And Rhonda, I think they will banish them to LA. Will be so happy. PH will be discarded by within a year. Okay. Totally segregation will be if and when Kate has a fourth child. Yes, I think they're trying to give the message that, we have real children. The way she announced the time where George was born. Do you remember? And Louis, when it was his birthday, they put so much detail into that. I think that was trying to say how is Meghan and Harry going to do that? Because there's like a discrepancy about the date here of the birth of this child. Anyway, let's continue. Here, Valerie, royal family will send them to the USA or Africa and take the silicone baby and then announce the baby. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I think the surrogate won't pass it over to them. Okay. Diane, everyone has the right to like MM and Harry. If you are an intuitive person, you will understand. If you are not intuitive, you will not understand. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Thank you for that. I've been trying to say that for ages. I think Prince Harry, Anne, I think Prince Harry looks a lot like Charles. And is even now lacking like his dad. Yeah, a little bit weak. Yeah. Deborah Johnson, a 40 minutes or 40-second tweet did a lot. People at the hospital will ask, will talk. Dismissed staff will talk. There is Surrogate, Camilla, Kate, William, and any woman around knows she isn't having a baby. Okay. And Rhonda, Yvonne, we need to look back and see why Doria gave full custody to Thomas Markle when she turned 11 years old. You see, this seems to be very free in the Markle family, like adoption and giving full custody to another person and all this kind of thing. It seems to be quite a natural thing to do, which is odd. I don't feel there's anything in that. I feel that he had the money. Thomas had the money. He won the lottery, and I feel Doria thought, well, I think that was a bargaining chip. Well, if I can have full custody to send Meghan to private schools, then if you give me full custody, then I will do that. And I think that was a bargaining chip, guys. Okay, that's your answer there. Pauline, sorry, that's total bull. I'm intuitively highly so, and although are certain things that seem a little odd, I do not believe all this rubbish about dolls. And MM being a tranny, it's ludicrous. Have I ever said that she's a tranny? I've never said she's a tranny. There may be comments on my channel, but I'm not, I'm not responsible for that, People have a right to free speech. Okay, well, Pauline, thank you for your comment. Okay, Pauline, fair enough. I don't think I've mentioned tranny here, so I disagree with you there, Pauline. Okay, totally. A classy person isn't just someone who wears expensive clothes. Classy refers to someone who puts a high standard on a way to behave. Absolutely, that's total class, that is. Okay. Pauline, I wasn't talking about you. I thought that actually, as I just sat there, I thought you wasn't. Yvonne, I was talking to answers to someone else. Okay. I don't mean you. Okay, I find it a bit ridiculous when they're so serious about that. But anyway, I'm not going to mention any names. Yvonne had never even mentioned tranny, maybe another channel. I think that's what Pauline means. Okay. So let's get along with this intuitive reading. Thank you for your comments. Just your comments are spot on, guys, and I will pick up on them in a minute. In fact, thank you for supporting. Now, I'll get into the seriousness of this reading now, which I don't really want to expose. But how are they going to get their respect back? What they had before Meghan came along. They can't hide away like the hermit and let this circus go on around them. They've tried to stop this by this tweet, which I feel this tweet for 40 minutes was deliberate. They don't want anything to do with this. They don't want anything to do with this. It's so vulgar. And Kate is saying to William, do you realise we're being dragged into this? Like we're being called liars. And all the work we've done here towards the public, respecting the royal family, is just going down the toilet. So they want justice. They want their harmony back. But this magician is sitting right on the top of this reading. Okay, here. Wow. How are they going to stop this guy? I'm going to pull out 2 more, and then I'm going to look at the seriousness of this and how are they going to, thinking up here of hashing another plan here of how to stop this. So let's pull out 2 more cards here. Yeah, they want to be grounded. The Prince of Pentacles. They want their grounding back and stability as a royal family, and it's trying to be creative in how to halt this ridiculous situation, and this is like a little bit of a project of how do we do this here. So I get here, this is why they're allowing them a little bit of independence, as I've done with the uncut reading, okay? Allowing Meghan a little bit of independence to see how far she would go. And this is part of this plan, guys, and Christopher Gayet, and I did these uncut readings about this, letting them have this independence, see how far. Well, look how far it's going. It's just going from one ally to another. They are earning money from Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey. It's just getting more trashier and trashier, okay? So they're allowing them to earn some money, I feel, maybe so they can just buy other properties in other countries and try to encourage them to go and live in LA. I don't think it's so much banishing. I feel that they may sit down and say, hey, you know, you're so popular in the US and Oprah, and you know, there is this public perception in the UK that's not so great. So maybe you should go. That'd be a great idea if you go and set up your home and the links from, you know, to America, and take your family to America, you know, and this create this tie here between America and the UK. Now, I do get the 10 of Pentacles. I think they're going to direct this towards family, okay, family stability. Hey, you know, this is not working out here for you two guys in the UK. Maybe, you know, just so you can be happy and all of this kind of thing. I think that's one of the tactics here, giving them some independence to set up in another place. Now, there is Africa too, because Harry, you absolutely adore Africa. You feel free in Africa. You feel like you can be yourself in Africa. What about moving to Africa, you know, here? So there is this. There are these talks here of moving. I think we know about that. I think this is one of the tactics to move these Sussexes away from the crown here. Is there another way? Is there another way? And I want to look at that. Is there another way here? Is there another way to also do this? Yeah, a radical change. A radical change. And this has come up again, a radical change in lifestyle, which is moving to the States, Malibu, LA, and also Africa. I think with this kind of twist to it, like if you go to United States, you know, you're going to have a great life. What a life you're going to have. And if you go to Africa as well, so your life is split between Africa and the US, that's just amazing, you know. Because you know what? It's not working out here, is it, guys, for you? And that kind of thing. So they're going to celebrate this. They are going to celebrate. You know, there's like a celebration of them going away, deciding to make this move. Within the family, I feel, not publicly, within the family, a few beers, a little bit of a celebration of actually making this decision of moving to another country, or partly to another country. Well, I think, you know, if they're going to put a spin on this to make this happen, and make it look as if this is a great move for you too, I think this will be good for you. I feel that they won't be suspecting that they are trying to get them away from, you know, the crown here. Harry may suspect it a little bit, but there is this kind of financing. We will finance you. We will help you financially to set up here. And they can't refuse that. Meghan's going to think, oh my God, they're going to buy us properties over there. Well, yeah, of course we're going to go. So there's this as well. We're going to give you money to go. You know, we're going to help you set up a home, you know, as part of the Commonwealth, as part of this global thing. You know what, Harry and Meghan, you're global. You're global, and it's amazing, you know, and all this kind of carry on. You know, because there is the Ten of Cups, they've got children, they've got babies. I think lots more children, adoptions, and that carry on. And that you know, Meghan is saying, I want to modernise the modernize the monarchy. I want to express my needs and wishes and wants here, that I've always wanted this. Lots of these adopted babies from all over the world. This is always what I've wanted here. And you know, and I think in William and Christopher Gay are saying, well, yeah, you can do this. You know, you can do this, but don't you need a big house, like a ranch or something, to bring children up like this kind of thing? Okay. I do get that Meghan is pregnant. I get that Meghan is pregnant, the lady. So this is even more of a mess. How come she's pregnant when she's just given birth to this Archie? Oh my. So, you know, this is they've got to get rid of this situation before, and if she's pregnant, you know, because they like to keep to tradition. How are we going to explain this big lie here? Because you're pregnant, Meghan. You're physically carrying your baby. And how are we going to explain this? How are we going to explain this when you've just supposedly given birth to Archie, and it's all just going to come out anyway as a big lie? It's going to damage the monarchy, because you know, it's going to look as if the whole royal family are in with this ridiculous lie here. And all you're thinking about, Meghan, is this big family that you want to create here. You know, a mixture of adopted children, a mixture of, and one of my commenters said that she feels she's pregnant too, that she now are talking about adoptions, that they could say that Meghan goes in hiding until this baby is born, and then they're going to say this baby is adopted. We've adopted a baby, as well as Archie. We want them to be close in age together, to grow up together. All these excuses. We want them to be the same age, so they're close together. So look out for that, guys. Meghan going into hiding while she's actually pregnant, but you will be able to see that her face is more kind of broader. Her body is broader. You'll be able to see, but she may blame that on this birth of Archie. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, they are going to get very wealthy, and William and Charles and the rest of the royal family advisors are actually going to help them on their way with money. And they're going to have their own style. They will have their own style. They will here. They will have their own style, but they're too reckless. They're too reckless. The Prince of Wands. They're too reckless to be in the immediate, immediate kind of area of the royal family. They're too reckless. They're too reckless. But there is love there. That at this present time they do love each other. The Ace of Cups. So they can't hurt these people, because they do love each other, although their lifestyle is totally opposite to the royal family. And it's like I get somebody feels trapped here. Somebody feels trapped. Somebody feels trapped. I'll have a look at that. Who feels trapped here? Who feels trapped? Sorry about the length of this reading, guys, but once I get into a reading, I have to kind of follow it through. Who is it that feels trapped here? Is this actually Prince William that feels trapped by these circumstances? Who is this? Who actually feels trapped here? Who actually feels trapped? Is it Meghan? Is it who feels trapped in this situation? If she feels trapped, then she'd be better off in, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there is like travel. She feels trapped. She does feel trapped. So this is her way out, okay. And this is swift. This is flying. This is by air. You know, these arrows flying through air, and these arrows states being swiftly happening, okay, is the Eight of Wands. This is news of travel and a rapid negotiation. They're going to say, you know, you will get your freedom, and this is going to happen quite quickly, okay. I don't know why I get Malibu. I get Malibu, and I get LA, Malibu, New York even. So it could be all three visiting. They're going to get the money to do it too. I feel they're going to get the finances. You know, you deserve this for all these tours you've done. And it's going to set Meghan free to go back to America, because this is what she wants, okay? She doesn't want this starchy, setting up home in another place. The fertile card. So setting up home in another place very quickly, is this going to happen? Yeah, because of the Ten of Cups. Having babies, having their own family. You know, Harry, you've got your own family. You know that Meghan feels trapped in this situation. So isn't it better if you do this? So yeah, I get America. Again, I get reckless. You know, it's not that difficult to persuade Harry and Meghan to go and do this, because they're pretty reckless anyway. So you could actually persuade, if it's anything to do with money, you can actually persuade. Now it says, look, you can be your own leaders in the United States. You can be your own leaders. People will follow you. Okay, with the Six of Wands. Well, I do get this is how they're going to work. This is how they're going to end this. The Death card is by encouraging them to set up a new life here abroad. There is the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's very maternal, very sensitive. I did get this card for this surrogate. Okay, this surrogate. Now, there is going to be an end to this surrogate situation, because there is a sense of loss here. There's a sense of loss. And I did pick this up before with the surrogate, that she will feel depressed after this experience. So I hope it's not the death of the surrogate, but there is a sense of loss with this surrogate. And I do get the Love card here. So she may have come to actually love the situation. You know, a surrogate will have a very luxurious lifestyle while she's carrying a royal baby. And then when it all stops and she goes back to her own life, with the money that she didn't, you know, she expected more money. She became accustomed to this lifestyle, that's what she loved about this whole experience, that she was part of the royal family, and now she has this sense of loss. Oh, is this stopping now? Is this ending of the surrogate's kind of experience? And she feels this sense of loss because she became accustomed to this. Why is this coming? Why is this coming into this? Maybe she feels that she didn't get enough money. I did pick that up before, that she actually wants more money. So there is this kind of, I want this lifestyle to continue. Do you want another surrogate baby? I will carry your next surrogate baby, just to be, it's like an addiction, you know, addicted to having babies and addicted to this lifestyle is this surrogate. So she may say, look, if you want another surrogate, she's also involved here somehow. Now, there is like they want this to end. The surrogate, the royal family feels sorry for this surrogate. The way that she's been treated like a queen and then suddenly dropped, because again, that's what narcissists do. They just drop people when they're done with them. Thank you very much. Give me the baby, and now you can clear off, kind of thing. Well, I feel the whole situation. William feels sorry for this surrogate and feels appalled by it, actually, of fancy using somebody like that. That's how he sees it. I feel that Harry is going to give the nod here. Yeah, I get that there is disappointment. This surrogate is very disappointed in the way that she was treated. That she's gone back to this life that, you know, there's no follow-up there. That's it. It's over. Goodbye. Thank you very much. And she's thinking, wow, that was a fantastic experience. And this is the problem. This is a problem with a surrogate who gets invited into something like the royal family. They may get addicted to it. And I want more of this, you know, this kind of thing. I don't know what that is, but that's what I'm getting here. So I do get here that she would like to expose herself, because she feels a little bit fed up with all of this. She would like to be exposed. Oh my. So I feel that William would encourage this to be exposed. I do get the Lord, which is like either Lord Christopher Gayet, behind the scenes here, is going to encourage this to be exposed. Why? Because they don't want this lie to reflect on the royal family. They want it all to be put onto where it belongs, which is Meghan and Harry. Okay, this lie belongs to Meghan and Harry, not the rest of the royal family, and that's how they want this to look. Okay, they don't like this public impression that this has to be done quite soon, before this sets in that, oh my God, the royal family, they're all bloody lying to us. So there is, I feel that the royal family may have given her some more money, because they felt sad for her, may have offered her money, or somebody may have offered her money to keep her quiet, kind of thing, and that's why she's disappointed. Or maybe offering money to actually say something. Yeah, an advisor. There's a solicitor, a lawyer involved here. Now, I don't know who's going to, she's actually got accustomed here to, and she loves this life that she had with the royal family. Money just is no object here. My surrogate gets what my surrogate wants, kind of thing. A very uncomplaining kind of person. And, you know, and I get this 10 of wands. This is a big burden on the shoulders of this surrogate, that she will get exposed. Wow. What I pick up here is that I feel somebody wants this exposed. Someone wants this exposed. They want this to be over. I feel this is what they want, is this to be over. And this is why there's two advisors here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is Harry, isn't it? King of Pentacles. I'm hoping that she didn't get affections towards Harry, because Harry was really sweet to her. Harry was really sweet to her. Obviously, he's going to be sweet to her because she's carrying his baby. And there is a sense of loss, oh my goodness, towards Harry. She actually felt some kind of affection towards Harry. Oh my goodness. Oh my. And, you know, we have Meghan here, the Queen of Wands, who got jealous of this relationship. Oh my, she got jealous of this closeness here. I think at the birth it was like, you know, very supportive. I don't know what this is about, guys, but I feel that Meghan may have been jealous because this surrogate gave birth to Harry's child. So again, I get that she may have just swiftly dropped her. I get radical change. A radical change after the birth of this child. This baby's mine now, get lost, and all of this thing. You don't get any. But I think that, you know, Harry offered her, or this Christopher Gay may have felt sorry for her and said, you know, here's some more money, you know, on your, you know, to help you on your way, and that kind of thing. Advise a solicitor here. I think that Meghan could not wait to see the back of her because there was this kind of bond between Harry and this surrogate. Wow. Look, in terms of, I know this is drifting, there's a lot more to this story than actually meets the eye. And I feel that, yeah, I could go on and on and on with this. I feel that this has to stop. I feel that William doesn't want this impression of the Crown that he wants this to end. How do we do this? How do we show the public that we are not involved with these lies? This is what I get here. William loves his public. He's worked so hard to get the public's kind of respect and stability. And it's very important to William to maintain this kind of impression and respectability. You know, telling blatant lies and being involved with a big lie does not equal to stability. And William feels like it's tarnishing his own family, and he wants an end to this. So are they going to encourage, maybe that's why the surrogate is involved here, because they may encourage the surrogate to speak up. Don't worry about Meghan and Harry. We're going to help you with this. And also, is there going to be any leaks here that's going to be allowed? Any leaks that's going to be allowed? Any leaks that's going to be allowed? Any leaks that's going to be allowed? I'm going to use my pendulum before I go. Is there going to be any leaks that William, Christopher Gayet, and these advisors, MI5, MI6 advisors, that's going to be allowed? Any leaks that's going to be allowed, yes or no, to expose this lie? Yes or no? Yes. Is that a yes? Wait a minute. Could you give me a yes or a no if the royal family, if William and the advisors are actually shaking a bit there, isn't it? are actually going to be allow these leaks to expose this lie? Yes or no? Are they going to allow these leaks? Yes. Yes, they are going to encourage this leak to expose this lie because they don't want any involvement with it. And it's got to be quite soon, because if it can, the longer it continues, the more kind of set the public will think that the royal family are involved. Who is going to expose this lie? Is it going to be the surrogate? Is it going to be the surrogate that exposes this lie? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it the surrogate that's going to expose this lie? Yes or no? It's saying not yet. Not at this present time, but that means that she will in the future. Okay, thank you for answering that. Is it someone at the hospital that will actually leak this information at the Portland? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is it somebody in the royal family who's going to expose this lie? Yes or no? Who's going to expose the lie? Yes or no? No. Okay. Oh my goodness. Is it going to be the tabloids? Is it going to be the newspapers that are going to expose this lie with William's consent? Yes or no? Yes. It's going to be the tabloids that are going to expose this with the MI5, MI6, and William's consent. Yes, okay. Well, it's going to be exposed, guys, I think quite soon. When can we expect something to be exposed? Is it going to confirm that actually they used a surrogate? Is it going to confirm that they actually, yes, it's going to confirm they used a surrogate, yes. Okay, thank you. And does Harry know about this? Does Harry know about this lie is going to be exposed? Does Harry know this lie is going to be exposed? Yes or no? Is he? No, he doesn't. Okay, does Kate know that this is going to be exposed by the newspapers? Yes, she does. Yes. So I've no idea what story they're going to use. I'm not picking that up, but it is going to be exposed that they are. How long is this going to be? How long is this going to be? Is it going to be this week? Is it going to be in 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Is it going to be in 3 weeks? In 3 weeks. It's going to be in 3 weeks that this will be exposed. And another question as well, thank you, Spirit Guide. Is Meghan Markle, is she pregnant with her own child? Is she pregnant with her own child? Is she pregnant with her own child? Yes, she is. Okay. Did she overlap with the surrogate when she got pregnant? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, she did. Okay. Wow. So is this why this is going to get exposed? So they can say that this other child is actually Harry's? Yes or no? Yes, in a way. I think it's to protect the Crown, not so much Harry. But it's going to be exposed. It's going to be allowed. The tabloids and the newspapers they're not lying if they're telling the truth about a surrogate that's to be exposed. I think they're going to be allowed to run that story, whatever story that is, okay. And that will be exposed, and you know, it won't be something that the royal family want anything to do with, and they want this to end. They want it to end. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm just going to have a look at your comments here. Thank you so much for, you know, I've got lots and lots of comments here on my phone. So thank you so much for being here. And I know this has gone on and on, but to kind of, there are plans here to stop this from actually affecting, you know, affecting William and Kate, and they don't want to have anything to do with this. They don't want anything to do with this, especially if this reading is right, because it is an intuitive reading. If this reading is right, then Meghan is carrying a child, I feel, about 4 months pregnant, 4 to 5 months pregnant. That means she's only got 4 months to go. So I feel, you know, they don't want anything to do with this craziness, okay. And I feel because she's pregnant with this other child, it has to be exposed in some way, and they don't want nothing to do with it. Is Kate pregnant? I'll have a look at that. I said that she was going to get pregnant, didn't I? Is Kate pregnant? Is Kate pregnant? Is Kate carrying a 4th child? Is Kate pregnant? Yes, she's pregnant. Kate is pregnant, okay. How far on is Kate? How far on is Kate? Because she's had to wait to announce this. I get 3 months. How far on is Kate? Is she 1 month pregnant? 2 months pregnant? 3 months pregnant? I get 12 weeks. I don't know. Yeah, 12 weeks. 12 weeks. 12 weeks is, yeah, 4, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 3 months, isn't it? She's 12 weeks pregnant. She's 3 months. They will put it into 12 weeks. They usually announce pregnancies at 12 weeks. That's what I get. At 12 weeks, it's going like crazy. They will announce this pregnancy at 12 weeks. And it's got to be after, 3 months. So she would have got pregnant before Archie was born. And she had to wait until Archie was born to announce this pregnancy. Okay. When are they going to announce Kate's pregnancy? I did predict this in an earlier reading. When are they going to announce Kate's pregnancy? In 1 week's time? 2 weeks' time? 3 weeks' time? 3 weeks' time? In 3 weeks' time, they will announce this pregnancy. So in 3 weeks, it may be 12 weeks pregnancy. So that kind of coincides with that tabloid kind of, I don't know, interview or tabloid exposure of this surrogate. And obviously that will make Harry and Meghan look liars. And also Kate to look heavenly, and she will be totally honest to the public that she's carrying a 4th child. A fourth child, they can choose the sex of their children now, because I get a girl. I do get a girl for the fourth child. I get a girl. Is Kate's baby going to be a boy? Is Kate's next is going to be a boy? No, not boy. No. Is her baby going to be a girl? Sorry. Is her next baby the baby that she's carrying going to be a girl? Yes or no? Let's have a look. Is this baby? Is Kate's baby going to be a girl? Yes or no? Yes. So I get a girl for Kate's baby, a girl, and we'll sort out the names for that. I also get Eugenie's pregnant too. I don't know whether that's been announced. I get two pregnancies, which is really nice. But that's going to uplift the monarchy from this debacle. I think after that exposure, they will go to America, and then all of those lies will be carried over to America with Harry and Meghan. Okay. So anyway, that's the reading that I get here. About explaining how William is, Prince William does not want any involvement of these lies and any involvement with the surrogate. So that's my reading. So I'm going to say thank you for coming here. Please put your comments down in the comments section. And also, if you'd like your own personal reading, let me know. If you're waiting for personal readings, I am going to complete them this afternoon. Okay. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and bye for now. Bye-bye.